And welcome. Hey, and welcome, you guys. Thank you ever so kindly for clicking on the video. Please do me a huge favor by liking the video. Subscribe if you have not already. Comment down in the comment section sharing your thoughts. Share this video where you share your videos because sharing is caring. Cash App is there for those who would like to partake. Please and thank you. My apologies, you guys. My apologies for the lateness of this video. Nobody told them to throw these episodes at us the way that they can. It was absolutely yikes. They really did this show dirty. Season 1, we got 10 episodes. Season 2, we got 8. And now we have a measly 6 episodes for season 3. To top that off, they're throwing them at us 2 at a time, which is an absolute lot, an absolute travesty. And let's give y'all a little razzle dazzle. And your girl is not really here for it. So again, top that off with being sick. Your girl is getting this up a little late, but we're going to talk through it. I'm going to give you a full breakdown, if you will, so we can savor the flavor that is saying goodbye to Harlem. So this is my recap for season 3, episodes 1 and 2. Episode 1 being titled Expecting. Now, I very well should have went and rewatched season 2. They do give you that little preview at the beginning to kind of remind you what we, watched in season 2. But just as a refresher, I should have watched it. In any event, we're opening up and we see Ian, and he is bringing Camille the last of her things to her place. Now, really, he very well could have sent those things in the mail, but you know what that's hitting for. It's one for the road, a little ex-sex or sex with your ex, or a lot of ex-sex or sex with your ex. Now, as a reminder, these two broke up in season 2 because Camille couldn't have kids, or so we thought, and it was a deal breaker for him, so they broke up. Now, we've been on this Camille and Ian train for 3 seasons now, and as much as we would love to have seen it happen, we recognize struggle love when we see it, and sometimes it's gonna work and we root for it, and sometimes we just gotta let it go. So we get a montage and they are having sex on and off, texts and sexes and dashes and all of the good things until one day it stops. And he is seeing people because they're not, supposed to be telling what they got going on in their personals. Now, fast forward about 2 months of him putting her off, she decides to send him a picture of that kitty cat and gets a thumbs up back. Yikes. Ladies, don't do it, okay? Don't do it. Please don't do it. But serious question for you ladies. Please get down in the comments. See, now this situation is a little bit different, but I want you to let me know, can you have sex with no attachments? Like I said, this is a little different because they actually were, I believe, engaged, dating, wanted to have a life together. So the feelings are already there, if you will, Typically, when you do things like this, ain't no feelings, supposedly. And then, just let me know. I just know it don't always end well. Like I said, this situation, there were already feelings there, so I don't know how Camille thought that this was going to be her answer. So she gets a meeting with Dean Pruitt, and Dean Pruitt kind of tells her she got it wrong because Camille been a little bit flaky, okay? But Dr. Pruitt told her she wasn't ready for tenure, but now she's, backpedaling a little bit. And Camille cries, but nonetheless, she still plans to leave Columbia. She says she needs to grow and graduate, but she does ask her to write the foreword for her book because now she's going to be, doing her freelance thing. She got the first installment of her advance. And the dean is like, yes, for the advance. And it's a book on dating from an anthropological perspective. Because remember, she's an anthropology professor. Okay. So we get introduced to Gail Bean. Sis is going to stay working. Okay. And now P Valley's supposed to be coming back this year too. We ain't ever get that Snowfall spinoff. But nonetheless, Gail Bean is clocking in every which way, okay? And she looks good, y'all. She's playing a character called Eva, whose company is trying to help Ty fund her app, which is a dating app. I said everything's about dating, an anthropological perspective on dating in a book. Now we got a dating app. what more do we expect? So she invites her for drinks with the team. First is giving a little flirtation, and Ty's kind of trying to back her up because, we're trying to not mix business with pleasure, okay? Angie and Mike are still engaged, but she is giving him a hard time about locations, which leads me to believe I don't know if Angie really wants to get married. Yes, it is New York. Yes, it is impossible to find a venue in a short amount of time. But also, does she really want to get married, or she just, like to date and live a little bit free? A girl, Angie. And I did appreciate, which is one of the reasons why I hate that this show is coming to an end, that we finally did get because she's our dark-skinned, voluptuous, sexually free character. So it's always, shits and giggles and everything is a joke and everything. And, I like that they developed her character, and now we are going to be saying goodbye. In any event, so they're supposed to be meeting up for lunch, but Angie been skipping out on the ladies, okay? She is booked and busy. She got things to do. Camille is going on and on and on and on, telling Quinn and Ty that Ian is no longer giving her the D. And Ty is also on a dating break, because remember what happened with Miss Ty, okay? And Quinn is trying to encourage her, to just stay the course, okay? She is also decentering the D, Quinn don't know what she want to be. Do she like boys? Does she like girls? She don't know, but she is on a break, and she has realized that she is that girl. But Camille and Ty, they need that sexual healing, okay? And this is where they remind us that Ty got busted for sleeping with her girlfriend. That was Freddie Brooks. Freddie Brooks, right? I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Daughter, okay? Because her and the daughter had like a little fast fun thing, and then fast forward, she had this what we thought was going to be great and meaningful relationship, only to find out that was the daughter, and screech the brakes. There's the end of that. She and Annie was the character. Could have really been something had she just not slept with that daughter. But hey, when you know, you know. So Ty is telling the ladies that she is digging Eva. This is, like I said, this is a lady that she went out with. That's supposed to be fun in the app, but she don't want to F up a bag. Yes, we not mixing business with pleasure. Because when it goes good, it's good. But when it goes bad, not so much. Give me 1 second, you guys. Okay. Thank you ever so much. So just then, I think they're at a new place, and then Ian shows up with his new work. And Camille's like, oh no, that's Portia. They grew up together. Like, no, that's not what you think, until they kiss. I mean, a nice, passionate kiss. So they dip on out, and Camille is pissed, and she's like firing off a text. Camille, baby. Camille is giving like young. She's giving, because as I'm sitting here watching this season, it reminds me of so many similar situations I've been through and how I have been a Camille. Yes, please don't judge me. When you know better, you do better. But how old are they supposed to be? Ain't they supposed to be in their 30s? I don't know if I was in my 30s still doing these things. But yeah, take a break, take a beat. And I think they were trying to get her to take a beat before she fired off that text. But Camille is just very hot-headed, very not listening. What's on, she gonna say what's on her mind when it's on her mind. And here we are, and it does not have good results. So Quinn's client earlier, when she was fitting her, for some clothes and whatnot, was talking about her daddy, and she got invited to a leftover party. So Angie goes, because Michael, he has something to do, child. Quinn is there. I think Ty didn't go, but Camille goes. So as they're there, Camille goes off and listens to Ian has left her a voice note. And this is when, excuse me, y'all, I'm trying to keep it together with this voice. Quinn meets Seth, who is played by Kofi Sarobe. Love to see him. Yes, God, okay? And they're hitting it off. They say, they don't want to be tied down to anyone. They want to keep it cute, fun, fast, and free, and all of the things. But baby, this voice note. She go off where she can hear this voice note, and the voice note was absolutely yikes, okay? Absolutely yikes. She calls brother and gets sent to the voicemail because he's kind of like, we wasn't together, no way. And tell your friends to mind their business, and I don't got to speak. It just, oof, child. He didn't have to give it to her the way that he did, but Lord knows, the text was, and they both can get quite childish. So she attempts to leave a message, but then she decides she gonna go on over there a little bit later and make trouble. Big mistake. Big mistake. Please, please manage your actions, okay? Do not have yourself out there looking crazy, ladies. If you listen, this is for y'all younger ladies. Y'all older ladies better not be out here acting like no Camille, doggone it. I'm just trying to say. So Ty decides that she is going to, go for this drink with Eva. And she finds out it's a go for the funding. And Eva admits, listen, I was flirting. Okay. What did she say? You are something in the best, overwhelming, or something in the best way possible. The line she used is absolutely beautiful. I said, okay, come on, girl. Come on, girl. So Ty's like, yeah, I was feeling the vibe, but you must know that I am a red flag. I mean, and she lays it all on the line, baby. She don't leave no stone unturned. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay. She be toxic at, that was me. Divorced my ex that I left high and dry. That was a man, but now I ain't with the man no more. Yup, that was me. Sleeping with my honey dip's daughter. Yup, did all of that. It's just a lie. But even like, baby, it's just a drink. She's like, that's how it starts. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? So, like I said, Camille took her funky behind over there to Ian's door. She banging on the door like the police. Sorry, child. My camera is like, why did you do that? And Portia comes to the door. Embarrassing. So they have a little awkward, banter back and forth. When Ian comes to the door, and the awkward gets up by 10. And he says, I knew you couldn't handle it. And he lets her know that him and Portia are exclusive after 2 months. He said, when you know what you want, ooh, cracked and on the floor, her face, because very much so. Very much so. But, when you lead a man back and forth, or a woman, and you allow yourself to be led back and forth, sometimes, it's just not the best course of action. So these two either should have let it go a long time ago or stayed the course and figured it out. But here we are. So Camille's like, you could have told me. He's like, we weren't together. I don't know what you want, but we're done. I was like, oof. I mean, he definitely is going to match her energy at every turn, because I was, Ian is good to look at, but baby, yikes. Okay. So she's like, yeah, you're black. And baby, I know that hurt. Like I said, having been a Camille, I know that hurt, but I wouldn't have took my ass on over there like that in the first place. And then when baby girl answered the door, curtains. Okay. So Quinn and Seth, they done had a little adult fun that night, and it's morning. He's supposed to be going to the ESPYs, and his clothes are missing. But our girl Quinn, she's a stylist, so she got him, and have him, she does. Okay. She's like, going over here, we're going to get your measurements. We're going to get you together. And as we see him on the camera, he is giving her that credit. Because like I said, she's that girl. Quinn motherfucking Joseph. She's that girl. Meanwhile, Camille is saying goodbye to her class at Columbia. And I said, I had a little thug tear. So now we get to the end of the episode, y'all. The ladies are meeting up. We got Quinn, we got Ty, we got Camille. Quinn and Ty are having, work and relationship success. You know what I'm saying? Because Quinn is killing it. Now she's got the referrals, and, she got this little, And then Ty, her app is about to take off. And then she got this little, While Camille has said 2 goodbyes, goodbye to Columbia and goodbye to Ian, and you hate to see it. And in comes Angie with Michael. They start talking about this wedding. Like I said, I don't think this wedding is going to happen, y'all. He wants small, he wants intimate, she wants grand. I get it, because it can be a waste of money, so I've heard. Because he kind of, I need Michael to see Angie for who she is. And relationships are a lot about compromise. So they're going to have to compromise in a lot of ways. Both of them, not just one, because when one compromises more than the other, now we could be, maybe just a little tiny percentage more. But when one compromises more than the other, it's often not a good situation. So I hope that these two can work it out. I like them together. This is one of those opposites attract. He love her like cook food. She love him, but they're just two very, very different people. So now Camille's got an upset stomach, baby. Michael dashes on out, and Camille throws up in the club, baby. I'm like, ew, yikes, gross. Hate to see it. And now we're at the doctor, and we're finding out that she's pregnant, which is the scene that we saw at the end of last season. which brings us to episode 2. Episode 2 is not too much, y'all. To be perfectly honest, it's a lot of Camille trying to figure out what she wants to do. But I'm going to give you a quick minute to like the video and we'll get into it. And yeah. All right, I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long because I don't want this video to be long. I just hope you guys took a minute to take a little breather and like the video. So season 3, episode 2 is titled Fallopian Blues, baby. Okay. Change is hard. Camille is writing about it because one thing the good sis is going to do is right. But they're still at the hospital, the doctor, wherever they were at. And Camille is just kind of very stressed out about the whole thing. Angie and Ty aren't happy that she's pregnant with Ian because they are tired of riding. Like I said, this Camille and Ian train where they break up to make up and they're just over it. They want them to just kind of close the door, shut the chapter, close the book, shut the whole book, just close the whole book and move on. And then they're asking, is it Ian's baby? Of course it's Ian's baby, or at least that's what they're telling us. So we find out that she let him shoot the club up. She did, thinking that she could not get pregnant. So the doctor confirms that she is 12 weeks. Yikes, baby, it happens. Okay, it happens. My last 2, I knew very, very quickly I was pregnant. My first one, I think I was almost 2 months when I found that I was pregnant. So 12 weeks, that's about 3 months. It happens, y'all. It happens, because sometimes you get, I think I got my cycle was fine for the first month and then, whatever. I didn't have any morning sickness or anything like that at that point. So yeah, it happens, child. So she's like saying to the doctor, like, you said I couldn't get pregnant. She's like, I said you had less than a 5% chance. This is later on, she's sitting down having this private conversation with the doctor. The ladies are gone. So she brings out, termination being an option because they're in the state of New York because Lord, baby, Roe v. Wade, you hate to see it. But that her window is closing. So the doctor's basically, going over all her options because she's trying to weigh out, like, if I don't keep this baby, can I then try the natural way to have a baby again? And it's really not looking too good. So she has a lot to think over. And like I said, it's a lot of what goes on this episode. They go to lunch and dinner. And as they're waiting for her, we find that Angie got the lead role in the play Girls Trip, the musical. Love to see it. We love that Angie is flourishing and thriving in her career and her love life. Okay, everybody seems to be except for Camille. Camille is a little bit of that friend. Okay, she's a little bit of over there, a little bit of a mess. So she comes in with the sonogram telling them she's 3 months. Angie call it an ugly navy bean, limey bean, kidney bean. I don't know, baby. Angie gonna give you the jokes. That's what she's gonna do. But we also find out that she has not told Ian. Quinn feels like he deserves to know. He wanted to be a dad and that's why they broke up. I'm going to give her that. He does deserve to know. Now, the decision, I believe, is hers. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion in that situation. If you disagree, please do so respectfully in the comments because sometimes y'all come for my neck on the things that I say. But this is just my channel, my opinion, okay? So Ty is like, you need to decide whether or not you want to be a mom with or without him, because at the end of the day, it's all going to rest on her shoulders, which she is 110% right about that. So Camille finally calls Ian and she don't get no answer. So, he hits a text and said, like, I thought I was blocked because she was saying she needs to talk. And he's like, nah, I'm good. So then she sent him a picture of the sonogram and he sends back exclamation points. Sir, be so for real. So at some point, she decided to take herself on over there. Camille, girl, I'm going to need you to stop rolling up to this man's place of residence, okay? You did it in episode 1 and you did it twice in this episode, and it's just enough is enough. But she likes to have her feelings hurt, and now you are adding hormones to the chaos, which is Camille, and it's just not a good recipe. It's honestly a recipe for disaster. So she goes over there and pays him a visit. At first, I thought he paid her a visit, but no, alas, she is over there. And he says that it feels like Mirror all over again. That was the last one that he was just supposed to walk down the aisle with in season 2. He's like, he's ready to move on. And then here you pop up with, this big, grand reveal. And it's argument, baby. Okay. It's forth and back forth. Okay. Like Aaliyah. And she's like, basically, she'll let him know what she decides. He was like, say what now? Yeah. Her body, her choice. That's where she is with it. So it seems that what Ian would like to do is to have the baby with her and continue his relationship with Portia because he is feeling Miss Portia. Okay. He says he did want to be with Camille, but we all know the story of how they got here. So he's just trying to make the best of it. He wants this baby. He wants to be a dad, but he's feeling Portia. He's digging Portia, all the things. He is not trying to let go of Miss Thing. And I think, honestly, to be just perfectly transparent, that is what Camille is struggling with, because I believe that she wants Ian back, and I believe that she thinks that if she has this baby, they're gonna be one big happy family. And sis, don't do it to yourself. Just please, please, please don't do it. So Angie is at her place, or Michael's place, and she's rehearsing for the play when he comes in and he starts talking about babies, and she's like, hold up, swole up, because babies are not in her immediate future. So he was like, well, no, obviously I want to get married, but moving forward, I would rather do it sooner or later because we ain't getting no younger. We might as well. Okay. But seriously, she's talking about how young she looks, because black don't crack, but them insides, them insides be aging, baby. Okay, so we get what you're saying, Angie, and your face is beautiful and the body is flawless. However, okay, you are on a time clock tick-tock. And part of me feels like we are just pushing Michael off because she wants to be at a place. She wants to get to her career and have their pictures in People magazine, the whole, and you love a woman with ambitions and career dreams, and we love to see it. And we love this for Angie in particular because she has struggled through the first 2 seasons. Okay. And also, I feel like she might not want to have a baby at all. She might not want to get married at all. You guys get that in the comments and let me know what you think. So we get like another scene of Camille sitting down with the ladies trying to figure it out, where they're giving her words of encouragement, but she still can't figure it out. She calls her mom, and the mom, I guess, finally calls her back because the doctor was kind of saying, get with your mom and find out like any problems she had in her pregnancy, medical history, all of the things of relevance. But as we know, Camille and her mom don't have the greatest relationship. So she's telling her mom that she's pregnant, but mom is like a craft thing, and she's kind of paying it dust. She's like, hey girl, you're gonna be at the, yeah, okay. Oh, okay. So can I make the baby this? And then she just kind of, she's not much help. Camille is getting upset, but she's like, the mom is kind of like, oh, I did the best that I could. You're always blaming me for things. And it was very triggering to watch this scene, to say the least. Camille kind of just gets off the phone because, this is the mama she got. This is the mama she got. You're unfortunately not going to be able to change her. So decision is going to be hers. But mom is like, yeah, and a doctor, everybody want to blame everything on me. Like, no, I'm good. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Type of situation when she gets off the phone. So again, like I said, Camille trips her ass back over to Ian's house again the next day. I said, baby, like I said a little bit earlier, stop taking your ass over there, girl. Now he is not there because he is otherwise occupied, and we're gonna find out where that is. But his auntie is there, Auntie Bev. I can't think of the character's name. So she has her come in and she kind of tells her own tale where, she was pregnant and she, had decided to make the decision to terminate and not move forward. But Camille is really worried about being her mom. Totally understandable. Okay, we are here, right? But apparently Ian's grandmama was a mess too, because Auntie nor Ian's mom wanted to be moms, but Ian's mom ended up getting pregnant. She kept the pregnancy and she ended up being this really, really great mom. So she's kind of telling Camille, like, we are not our parents. Like, you know better, you do better. You don't have to be what you came from. Good words. Love to hear it. Make a decision, girl, because the clock is ticking. Now, meanwhile, like I said, as they're having this conversation, Portia is at the doctor, the same doctor as Camille, baby. They only got one doctor in Harlem and in New York. y'all only got one black woman. Although, let me not say that, because a black OBGYN might be a very hard thing to come by. On New York, not in Harlem, but on Long Island, and it can be kind of hard to find. So let me not make jokes, because maybe that just is the only black female doctor there. But they got the same doctor, and her and Ian are at an appointment where she finds out she got 3 boys and 1 girl's embryos. So she's trying to make the decision whether to freeze or implant. Okay, now they've been dating 2 months. I haven't heard an engagement, a ring. Not that everybody needs to be married, but I don't know. I feel like it's a hasty decision to rush into when we don't even seem to be discussing marriage. I know, girl, you saying a whole lot to be a single mama, but and this is exactly why I'm saying it, okay? And this was not the plan. So I feel like for them to not be having this conversation speaks volumes. Whole while Camille texts him while he's there saying that, she kind of let her fears go of being a mom and has decided to have the baby, move forward with the pregnancy and have the baby. He looks like, oh, damn, the timing of this is not great. And that's essentially where we end the episode. I believe we kind of gonna pick up, not exactly there, but there in episode 3. I'm going to try my best to get 3 and 4 to you out as quickly as I can, because they've already been out, and 5 and 6 are out either today or tomorrow or somewhere relatively close to the time that this video will be coming out. Like I said, before you go, like the video if you haven't already, subscribe, please, 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 please. Comment down in the comment section and let me know what you thought of the episodes, what you think of the season. Only episodes 1 and 2, please, you guys. What you think of the season as a whole, this being the final season, only 6 episodes, all of the things, please. And thank you. I'm going to change this date, y'all, because we already in February, but just help your girl get to 1,000. I think I'm going to change the date to like a May date so we can be a little more realistic in it. But the moral to the story, like I said, sharing is caring. Spread the love. Help your girl out. I appreciate you guys ever so kindly. I hope that you will, take a look around the channel, like what you see, and watch some other videos. And until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace.